The caution flag will come out with just 7 laps remaining. We'll see how they officially score it. A gutsy move by Darrell Nelson, and this might be interesting how they call this one. Wohler's car still sitting up in turn number 4 after contact with Nelson trying to make a move in traffic.
All right, here you go, guys.
This will be interesting. Nelson, the 44, trying to split the difference. Essie is a lapped car. He'll slide up the hill into the 71 of Wohler's. One more time. Not sure. Wohler's.
Oh, that's back
That's back a little too far. Nelson will go to the tail. And the two of them are discussing it, chatting about it. What did you see, Darrell? Well, I'm not sure, Zach. I'm not sure. How about you? Well, I think it looked a little something like this.
There you go.
Here's the look again. Darrell sliding up. Wohler's tagged. Around he goes right in front of Peterlin, who is in 3rd place now at that time. Peterlin nowhere to go. Those two made contact. It'll be interesting to see, Jerry, how much damage to the 71 car there is. And Darrell Nelson has taken his 44 to the pits. Not necessarily, well, I don't know if he's going to go completely in as he's talking to one of the safety crew down there. They may just take a quick look at the car to make sure it's all straight. I don't think Darrell's very happy with the call, but he'll take it to the pits. Tough, close quarters racing when you've got lapped cars who are pretty racy. They were running quite a while with Dave Essie there.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for the instant replay up
We have
here,
that advantage, don't we?
because it makes my job a lot easier when it comes to writing the race report, because I can actually look and see what happened. So, it's the right call as far as I'm concerned.
Wohlers is reassigned to the lead. Peterlin is opting for the outside. He's the red and blue number 23. That puts Pat Dorr to the inside in the 11. Then the 6M of John Massengill and the 19 of Steve Larson is now in the top 5. Here we go. They'll go back to the last completed lap, so 8 laps remaining. Peterlin trying to look outside on Wohlers. He may have a run down the back chute. He'll clear. Going into turns 3 and 4, we may have a new leader coming out of turn 4. Peterlin up against the soft stuff. He's got the lead. Door to the inside on Wohler. It makes you wonder if the contact with Nelson may have damaged Wohler's car just a bit, but Peterlin seems to have found a new life in that 23. All the way around the high side. Wohlers, Dorr, Massengill. How about Travis Budislavich now? Challenging the veteran Steve Larson. The 31 car knocking on the door for a top 5 run here. Peterlin has found a line he's comfortable with. Pushing the dust off the top. Now you see the driver really moving that upper groove well off the bottom. There's the difference. 2nd to 3rd. Wohlers in the 71, Dorr in the 11, and just ahead of them, Kyle Peterlin in the 23. They are spread out throughout the field as the white flag waves for Kyle Peterlin. Kyle Peterlin trying to bring his father's paint scheme to victory lane at the Amsoil Speedway, and he's going to do it. He started on the pole and dropped back as far as 5th place, but took advantage of the late restart for his first feature win here in Superior this season. They're going to put a feature sticker on the throwback paint scheme, Jerry.
Yes, they are.
It's going to look good.
And I'm not sure, you know, I mentioned to you earlier that they've been having a lot of trouble with their shocks and the shock
Right.
package. They may have figured it out.
Well, you know, you don't need a whole lot of shock on this track. It's been very smooth.
Yeah.
And they push that berm up about as far as they dare go with it.
Yeah, we're not quite there with the World of Outlaw guys when they run up against the wall, but
No.
we're close.
We're close. Kyle Peterlin, your winner. It's his first feature win here in Superior this season. Second spot to the 71. Zach Woolers had a great run early. Third to the 11 of Pat Dorr. Fourth to the 6M of Jeff Massengill, who started 10th on the grid. There's Massengill. And 5th to the 19 of Steve Larson, who faded out of the top 10 early before crawling back up through the grid. So we're waiting on Peterlin. He'll be the next to scale in the infield. This is Larson pulling away now. 5th place finisher Steve Larson, the Hall of Famer and veteran from Cumberland, Wisconsin. Kyle Peterlin will be next, making sure everything is legal, making sure they meet the minimum weight requirements. Those cars only have to weigh 2,250 pounds if they're using the crate motor, the new crate motor program this year. 2,300 pounds and about, what, 600 horse?
Probably more.
Maybe more than
that.
Yeah. That's a lot of power to weight ratio.
Well, we have now a new, what they call a concept motor.
Yep.
Which is, I've seen a couple of wins with that motor already this year. So, even in the modifieds, not sure what they've got in the late models, or if anybody has one yet. But
on the victory stage, Kyle Peterlin with his first feature win here in Superior, and we'll hear in a moment what he has to say to Fred Pearson as we await our first round of the Fastlane Motorsports Northland Superstock Series. But first, a couple of words from our late model feature winner here in just a moment. Vroom, vroom.
Well, Kyle, I'll tell you what, first time victory lane this year. You've been here before. Let's do a little synopsis of what happened there. You started out front, and all of a sudden everybody just kind of taking off on you and going around you. And of course the caution comes out, and all of a sudden it's like you found something out there, and away you went.
Yeah, I've been struggling with the car, I don't know, probably for another good year and up until now. And I think I just forgot how to drive. I finally had a good car, and as soon as I found that I could drive it in deep, then I just kept doing it. It helped that the track was up top because I like running the top, so it worked out in my benefit. I wish Daryl and Zach hadn't got together because I would have liked to have been able to pass both of them out of 4, but it worked out either way.
Okay, you know what? Of course, we're talking about the lights tonight. Pretty good?
The lights are excellent. I can't wait to see the front stretch lights next year whenever they're getting up, but it's definitely a huge improvement.
Well, maybe we'll get some of the sponsors that come forth and help us out. Now, I got to ask you about your color scheme now. This has been changed from what we're used to.
Yeah, this color scheme was actually my dad's back in 1985. The last year he ever raced was exactly 30 years ago this year. So I figured I'd do a throwback to my dad and my grandparents and everybody that's in my family that's been involved in racing over the last 30, 40 years.
Now, we know the rest of the story. How about some of the sponsors, Kyle?
Yeah, I got to thank Wagman Brothers Engines. They build a really solid piece. I've had them for many, many years. Snap Vinyl Signs, they're doing my lettering after I retired. Town and Country Garages, Cobb Cook Grocery, Gabe and Carol Peterlin, my grandparents, who are my 2 biggest supporters. Beltline Body Shop, Portable John, JR Excavating.
Great job, Kyle. Congratulations.
Kyle Peterlin, your Wissota late model feature winner tonight. Back in a moment with our Wissota Super Stock feature.